Good morning everyone, it's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today we're going to be going through the two new story chapters, not to really play them, but to, take a look at all of the assets and character models that they put into this game. They've hit Walpurgis, which means there are a lot of characters that, weren't in the game at all, whether they be really minor side characters or whether they be, big baddie Isis herself and Clayman. But today I just wanted to go through and check out their animations as a video and kind of determine, if they could be implemented in game, because obviously we have their models. So first off is going to be the Spiegel Maiden, who is a creation of Isis. It's like a doll with a superior spirit in it, so we're just gonna jump in. We'll check out the intros for the characters and then their alts, and then we'll move on to the next one, because there are a few characters to get through. So I'll put timestamps in the description if there's a specific character model you want to see. I won't skip any animations. So here's the Spiegel Maiden. It's really nothing special, honestly. It's a very minor character that's not even canon, right? This is a creation of Isis, so it doesn't really matter. But it could easily be a 4-star unit. They could easily be just like how they dropped Grucius and Sufia. They could be oh yeah, new character will be added into the general pool, the Spiegel Maiden. What meta will it be? I don't know. Probably fire, because why not? Give fire even more help. It's a pretty basic ult, it's just losing its damn mind, and it's throwing fireballs at people. But I think that'd be easily turned into a 4-star character. Doesn't even have to be that strong, but the more characters they put in, the more variety there is. And if they actually give him halfway decent skills, could be a viable option. But let's move on to the next model. Alright, next up is this Death Knight, which according to the people in Discord and in comments, this could be a named character. I don't know. Don't spoil it for me. All I know is that he's called Death Knight, and he has a lot of detail for, an enemy. So let's go in, let's check out his animations as well. If you do know, then great. If you do know, please no spoilers, or put a whole bunch of spoiler tags in the comments before you start talking about it. But yeah, that's some really good detail on his face versus Hero's face. There's just a whole bunch of stuff going on up there to make him look realistic. And honestly, he could be a 4-star. He could maybe be a free-to-play 6-star. I don't know. Kind of depends, but it looks like we're gonna have to wait a little bit for him to get his ult. But now all these characters have models. They have their battle animations, and they have their ultimate skills. So I mean, it's not hard to imagine them implementing this unit and the previous one as a 4-star very easily. Just drop them both. And it's a pretty basic alright, and he's just using a sword. He's just a zombie thing, so he doesn't have any super magical powers. I mean, at least this one doesn't. But it's basic, but it still looks decent. So now let's move on to the next model. Alright, so I didn't know that this thing had a name, but it's essentially like Beretta. So it would make sense that it would have a name, Viola. So, I mean, cool. I just knew it as Clayman's 4-armed summon thing during the fight, and it does magic. That's literally all I knew about the character. So, again, could be a 4-star unit. Didn't really have a whole lot going on. It was there for 3 minutes total, and then it just got dismantled by Beretta off screen. So obviously it wasn't that strong, but most of Clayman's stuff just wasn't that strong. It was all bark, no bite. So what was it? The Death Knight was dark. This one's Earth. Earth still can use some help. I mean, Earth 2.0 is pretty wonky, right? And Earth 1.0 is just old. Valentine is still good, Hawkra is still good, but it's old now. It'll be a year old in 3 months, right? No, so Fire. No, it'll be a year old in 4 months from January. Yeah, because fire was January, light was February, water was March, and then earth was April. Alright, can you get your ult after you stun me, please? Got a lot of characters to go through, alright? And a bunch of them are actually a little bit more important than Viola. Alright, here's the ult. Energy ball. Lots of energy balls, doing the whole Vegeta thing where he just slams 1,000 energy blasts that don't actually do anything. And then an ice blast, kind of like what Velzard would do, except she's, blowing you a kiss, and this thing is not. So, again, very decent 4-star, easily implemented 4-star units. Next. NineHead, which I know that Raphael told Rimuru what it was called. I totally forgot, It looks like Vulpix Ninetales from Pokemon, OG Pokemon, NineHead, Ninetales. I'm going to call it Ninetales from now on, even though it doesn't actually have Ninetales. But NineHead sounds dumb. So, again, another easy 4-star unit. Very easy to implement. The models are there. Again, this got probably even less screen time than Viola did. Because... well, maybe it got the same amount, because they just broke the curse on it, and then it just kind of devolved back into its little Vulpix form. And now I'm assuming it's chilling with Rimuru and Tempest somewhere. I don't know the lore, okay? I don't read the light novels. Don't yell at me. I want to just be casually oblivious to... oh. Well, that's a nice hand, isn't it? Too bad we're not going to use it. Even though we're going to get it right back. And again, holy crap. Man, that'd be a lot of Violet right there. A lot of Violet. Okay, finally. Alright, and they nerf oranges, too. I must have missed that. Or I just straight up killed him before he could do that. Alright, get your ult. I want to see your ult. I want it. Alright, good. I don't remember what he actually does. I think I just blazed through this part. Okay, he's got some Okami fireballs into a hyper beam. Okay, that's it. That's pretty basic. It looked flashy, though. It looked nice. I think it looked better than... well, obviously it was better than the Death Knights. And better than the Spiegel Maiden. I'll tell you that much. It was quite flashy. I like flashy. Next. Alright, we're finally getting to the characters that actually have an impact in the story. Clayman, his actual demon form, looks like Doc Ock. He's got a whole bunch of weapons, and none of it helps him. But, this is an important character to the story. This does have impact, and so it would make sense that he would get his own 5-star, because if basic Clayman can get a 5-star, regardless of how wonky it was, his awakened form can definitely get a 5-star unit. I think it's not even... I think it's better than... it's more worthy than like a free-to-play 4-star into a 5-star. I think they could do a lot of things with this character. Hopefully make him a little bit better than he appeared in the anime. But, that's neither here nor there. It's an interesting character model. I do like it. And he could do a lot with those weapons. And he does have a decently long ult animation. And he does a lot in it. I think it looks good. Alright, good. We get to see it quick. Alright, so let's just send this one, and then we'll take a gander. So, zoom in, aura, and then his little control ray thing right here that kind of keeps you locked in. And he just starts hucking weapons at you. And then explodes. I don't know how they explode, but I don't know. And that was weird. It kind of glitched out on his first hit. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah, I think he's worthy of his own 5-star unit, the summonable unit. Would you summon for him? I don't know. Did you originally summon for Chloe and Alice? Or Gobta? Or, who was another unhyped character that came out? No, well, I guess they have put out quite a few hype characters. It's kind of hard to pinpoint one that really dropped the ball. Adelman and Clayman for Earth 2.0. maybe not the most hyped things in the world, but they were enemies, finally, like antagonists, characters. So, I mean, I hope you guys didn't summon for him. I did, because I need content. But do I regret summoning on Earth 2.0? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I regret going to Pity for Adelman. Thankfully, Clayman didn't take that long. But we also have Clayman's, you know, beaten crap out of form. So instead of his weapons, he's just got his energy arms after Raphael awakens him. And, I mean, I think this character, I mean, okay, we picked the wrong mission for one. Two, what I think they could do is they could make this Clayman like the very first transformation character. I don't know if like when you hit a certain HP threshold, he transforms into that form. I don't know if it's his alt animation, because I know in Grand Cross they tried transformations based on their alt, and it really flopped. It really flopped, and they have not done it since like the first year of that game. They did it with, you know, Eren Yeager's Titan form, and they did it with one of their original characters, Camila, and they were just terrible. Terrible. So I don't think they should do exactly that. I don't know if it should be like a really high-cost skill that would let you transform either for like a limited period of time or for the rest of the fight. But, I mean, he has his own animations. He has his own skill set. It looks good, and we can see it right now. So he's going to bring out King Ghidorah and then fuse it all into a dragon fist, essentially, except it's just a dragon coming at you. So, I mean, that looks good, too, and it's got a close-up of him just going crazy. I think they could, if they made this a very, you know, reasonable transformation unit, it would do very well. You know, as much as Clayman is an idiot, he does have skills, and he does have people that do want him as a better character in this game. So transform from, you know, Doc Ock Clayman with all the weapons into Energy Ock, Awakened Demon Lord Clayman, make his transformation condition reasonable and attainable, and then make him like OP in this form. Maybe he can be kind of defensive in the first form, and then be just straight up damage. DPS Big Daddy damage in this form. I'd be happy with that. I would be very happy with that. But let's move on now to the last character, who probably has the most lasting impact as far as this game is concerned. Isis. Alright. It looks a little weird, right? I'm not a fan of the bangs. The bangs and the long cut. I don't know. It's just me. I like everything else about the outfit. Like the feet, the legs, the thighs, the, you know, the culture, the personality. I like. I know she's fused with the dragon now. She absorbed like the red Veldora, and this is what she turns into as an awakened demon lord, essentially. I think she looks good, and since she is like the primary focus of this game, the primary antagonist of this specific game, this deserves to be a summonable unit. 100% deserves to be a summonable unit. Because right now we have a free-to-play Shinsha and a summonable Shinsha. And they're both fairly decent for what they need to do. We have a free-to-play Isis, who is really good at what she does. Now we need all this personality that just comes crashing through that mirror. Did you see all of that personality? Because I sure did. And I sure want some more of it. I want that personality to be standing right here, looking that way, so I could just admire the character model as I push my glasses up. Admire the character model. She could be Big Mommy damage too. In fact, I want her to be Big Mommy damage. And a healer, because she heals herself a lot. A lot. But here's her alt animation. And a very interesting camera angle right here. Like, she's doing something with her hand. We don't see her hand. That's not the point of that camera angle. Just an energy tornado. Tornado! And then more heals. So, like, we have a support. We have an Orb Changer Isis in her, you know, her normal form. let's get this awakened demon form in, and let's let her go. Let's run wild with damage. I don't care what meta she is. I mean, she's space right here, so maybe make her space 3.0. Sold. I'm spending. I will summon for waifu. I'll summon for Sokka, which we got a free to play Sokka, so I mean I can't be upset with that. I will summon for this mommy Isis right here. So overall, there's like what, 4 models that could be easily 4-star units, and then there's at least 2 models that could be individual 5 stars, or 2 because one transforms into another. Either way, I think that the Clayman assets and the Isis assets look really good for summonable units in the future. But let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of these character models? Do you want them to be in-game sooner rather than later, or do you want them to hold off and, make them even better, with power creep being a thing? Bringing them in now means that if they were to appear later on, they wouldn't be nearly as strong. Let me know your thoughts, but that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.